We're here at CPhI India 2017, delighted to be joined by Savindu from DOW. Savindu, thank you very much for joining us. Tell me, first of all, a bit more about DOW, who it serves and what it does.
DOW introduces a lot of pharma solutions in the industry, addressing different challenges across the globe, as especially focused on generic industry like India and emerging countries, where the challenge is how to make the drugs affordable, accessible, and therapeutically effective.
So talk to me about some of the products and services that DOW offers to try and do that, to try and make affordability and accessibility more of a thing.
Basically, if you look at the industry challenges today, is how do you enhance the productivity, how do you improve the viability of a drug, how you make patient compliance, how can you make drugs more safer, and that's the space where DOW works with our industry formulators.
So you've got some of your products on display here, for example. Just talk me through those a little bit more, Savindu.
Yes. As I said, that there are three major industry challenges today. Number one is improving viability, enhancing drug solubility. Number two is about how do you enhance productivity. How can you make costs lesser? How can you streamline the manufacturing process? How can you make patient compliant? And these are the solutions that addresses these challenges of today and tomorrow. So let's look at ethosyl high productivity polymer. Now this is a polymer which is specifically designed for drug coating, dry coating without any solvent. And what does it do? It reduces your coating time by almost 75%. So thereby addressing the challenging of improving productivity. Number two I will talk about is methosyl DC2. Now this is a polymer that enables continuous manufacturing. Now continuous manufacturing is a buzzword now in the regulated market as well as in the emerging geography. What are we trying to talk about? We are trying to talk about enhancing the drug launch time. We are also talking about how you improve quality and speed of manufacturing, and that's what is methosyl DC2. It supports the industry at. We also have Afinisol HPMC for spray dry dispersion. Now this is a very tailor-made technology. It's a tailor-made polymer addressing quality by design systems so that we can improve solubility of sparingly soluble, insoluble drugs in the industry, which is a big challenge today. If you look at the industry, the new molecular entity that are introduced, almost 60% of them are sparingly insoluble. And what we marketed in the production is, if you look at, it's almost 30% of the marketed drugs are sparingly insoluble. So we have those solutions today with HPMC AS Afinisol and Afinisol HPMC, which addresses the industry challenge of improving drug biostability.
And down here, if we just take a step into this area of your booth, you've got some delivery technologies and some other things to show us here. Just chat us through these, please.
As I said, that the continuous manufacturing or improving the performance of a drug, the most challenging is how do you save time and money? How do you reduce cost for the industry? How do you streamline manufacturing process? So the launch of our methosyl DC2 is a comparison to our earlier launch of methosyl CR. It shows that this polymer or the product smooths and flows so, flowability is excellent in that case, thereby enabling the formulators to compress the tablet, okay, and provide effective dissolution.
Saving time and saving money, indeed. Moving along here, more about solubility.
Now this is a set of example to display that solubility enhancement to Afinisol HPMC AS and Afinisol HPMC is that it improves drug solubility. So when you make polymer formulation using these technology of hot melt extrusion or spray dry dispersion, you can then check through the dissolution parameter that how the product has dissolved and it has reached and improved the viability of a drug.
Okay, moving down, skin delivery product examples.
DOW is also present in the drug delivery systems using our silicons, right? And when we take the silicons, they are effective in your dermal application through topical application. So we have a lot of formulations which are used for acne, for skin treatment, and this is a display of one of the examples of such a product.
Sure. And finally, down here I can see some coated products here. What are we looking at?
If you look at the solution we are offering is solutions of control release. Now, why do you require a control release in the industry? Number one is that it improves the patient compliance, it improves safety, making drugs once available, and that's the need of an hour today. So if you look at, we have Methosil VLV that reduces the coating time by almost 50%. We have Methosil K200M. Now this is a very classic case of control release where for a diabetic patient you make the tablets much look smaller, and at the same time you're improving productivity by having less polymer usage, almost up to 25%.
Terrific stuff, very, very clear. Taking a look over here, I can see that you've got an iPad here, and you were explaining just before we started rolling the camera, actually, you're making information available to your customers in a unique way. Tell me more about that.
Whether it's an excipient for improving solubility, whether it's an excipient to make control release formulation for patient compliance, or whether it's an excipient to streamline the manufacturing process to improve productivity, DOW works very closely with its customer across the globe to address the challenges of tomorrow. We have our footprints of application lab across the globe. Now what we do through this portal is it's a customer experience portal. We have information about all the products that I briefed you right now in terms of the formulation recipes, the data sheets, the case studies, all this data at one window. And this will help our formulators to go through this and develop formulation. If they have any questions, they can reach out to our technical experts, our application experts, and where we can collaborate with them to form solutions of tomorrow.
Terrific, so real direct access to you guys and your experts.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And finally, let's take a walk around to the other side of the booth. Follow me, because you have created an experience that I can see some visitors to the show here are currently enjoying. Talk me through more about this if you can.
I think the best way to explain your customers, about what are the industry challenges of today is show them into an interactive video. Display an interactive video where we talk about productivity improvement, solubility enhancement, control release, biologics. And this is an interactive game which we give challenges to the customer along with the solutions. So the customer understands these are the challenges of today, and DOW has those polymers to resolve their challenges.
Terrific, and it also looks like a lot of fun too.
Exactly, yes. It's a great fun to work with your challenges and solution hand in hand.
Terrific. Finally, before we go, tell me, CPhI India 2017, how have you found the experience so far?
It has been a great experience. We have been networking with across our formulators. There are CROs, there are API manufacturers, there are excipient manufacturers. It's a great platform. Why? Because both the generic innovators as well as the global innovators come together, share their expertise, their capability to understand more about the generic industry as well as the Indian pharma ecosystem.
Terrific. Well, I wish you all the very best of luck here. I hope you make great strides in terms of spreading your word. Thank you very much indeed for your time and for your presence here at CPhI India.
You're most welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Savindu.